Hello, and thank you for joining me at Yoga Mojo and Movement Therapy. My name is Mariah Diedrich, and today I'm going to lead you through a relaxation meditation. This can be done lying on the floor, lying on a couch, or lying in bed. And before we start, you may want to have a couple pillows or a couple of folded blankets. It just depends how you feel when you're lying down. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll show you what I mean. So as you come to your back, we're going to extend our legs one at a time onto the floor. Now, just lying here, you may feel a little discomfort in the neck or in your low back. If that's the case, then please bring a pillow or a folded blanket underneath your head and settle there and see if your low back is still cranky. If it is, you can grab a bolster or a pillow and place that right underneath your knees so that your knees have a very soft bend to them. So between a blanket under your head and a blanket or pillow underneath your knees, hopefully this finds you in a very comfortable position. I'm going to remove the pillow at my knees just because I'm a little bit more comfortable lying on the floor like this. Close your eyes and let yourself settle into the floor. Take a few deep breaths here, and as you exhale, imagine that you're sinking just a little deeper into the floor. And then bring your awareness into your right toes. And slowly start to curl your right toes as if you're making a fist with your foot. Notice how that engages your calf muscles. And then lift that leg maybe an inch off the floor. Notice everything in that right leg is gripping, is clenched, is engaged. And then from the very top of that leg, consciously release that contraction, that engagement, and start to lower your leg from the top of the thigh, back of the knee, calves, heel, and let your foot release any of that clenching. And let that whole right leg now drop into the earth, resting and relaxed. And bring your awareness into your left toes and start to curl those, making a fist with your foot, and start to squeeze the muscles of your left leg as you lift it just an inch off the floor. Notice that engagement, the strength of those muscles holding the leg up. And from the very top of the hips, start to release the back of the thigh, back of the knee, the calf lowering, the heel, and then let the whole foot release the clenching and let your feet relax out to the sides and just be held by the earth. And notice the full weight of your legs being held here without anything holding you up, without any muscular engagement or activity. And then bring your awareness into your center, into your belly, and take a nice filling breath into your abdomen. And then exhale out all the air and start to contract the muscles here, lowering the back body towards the floor, holding the air out. And feel all that contraction, all that tension being created here. And when you can't hold it anymore, then take that lovely filling, releasing breath, expanding into belly. And then just let your breath return to its natural flow. And notice if for you this area holds some tension, some anxiety. Perhaps you often feel that you can't take a breath into your belly. Societally, we very much suck in our belly and hold tight because we want to make ourselves look a little thinner, a little leaner. But really, we should be able to expand with the breath into our center and let this area be soft. With your arms resting on the floor, bring your awareness into your right hand. And one finger at a time, start to curl your fingers in to make a fist. And then grip that fist tightly, engaging the muscles of your forearm. And then lift that arm maybe an inch off the floor so you feel all of the engagement here, all of those muscles working hard. And then from the very top of the shoulders, start to release, lowering the arm one section at a time down to the floor. And then letting the back of your hand rest, and one finger at a time, opening like the petals of a flower, so that the whole right arm is relaxing on the earth. And notice how this arm feels compared to the left. And then one finger at a time, start to draw in to make a fist with the left hand, gripping, squeezing, lifting the arm up just an inch off the floor. Notice everything that's gripping. And notice these are the same muscles sometimes that grip and clench when we're frustrated, when we're angry, when we're upset. And then consciously start to release them from the top of the shoulder, the upper arm, elbow, forearm, back of hand. One finger at a time starts to open so that the hand is soft, open, and relaxing on the earth. Let your head feel heavy so that the neck isn't feeling like it's having to lift the weight of your head. And notice all of the emotive muscles in your face now, those expressive muscles that help us engage with our fellow human beings. And start to grip all of those muscles tight, making your face really, really small. And with your eyes closed and your eyes scrunched, then just lift your eyebrows, creating a little space. And then with the air in your mouth, poof out your cheeks. And then open your mouth and stick out your tongue, and maybe notice a little smile, a little giggle, letting that release all of those muscles in your face. Notice how tension dissipates with a little giggle. Let the line of your jaw release any clenching, any holding. And let your tongue, if it's plastered to the roof of your mouth, let it release into the base, with the tip of your tongue just gently pressing against the back of your teeth. Eyes remaining closed, but soft, without having to look around, even behind closed lids. Sometimes our eyes remain very active. And just notice now everything in your whole body giving into the support of the floor or the couch or the bed underneath you. And we'll rest here for just a few minutes, and I will bring us back after that rest. Begin to bring the awareness back into your body, back into your breath. Notice how heavy perhaps that you have become after this meditation. And if you want to linger here a while longer, if you want to drift off to sleep, please feel free to do so. If you're ready to start to wake up, bring a little movement into your fingers, into your toes, starting to wake up the extremities. If you feel like a little stretch, maybe your arms reach up and overhead. You get a little length between your fingers and your toes. And then just release onto the floor. And one foot at a time, stepping in, bending at the knees. Rolling over to one side, keeping eyes either closed or soft without having to look around. Gently press yourself up with your hands. Take your time here so you don't become dizzy. And find a comfortable seat. And just take a moment to sense how you feel. Maybe any changes in the breath, any changes in your energy level. Notice how your belly feels, if that's where you hold a lot of tension. And this practice can be done at night before you go to sleep. If you have a hard time falling asleep, try this contraction of all those muscles in particular areas and then releasing them consciously. And if you're like me and you wake up in the middle of the night and you can't fall back asleep because your brain is going a million miles an hour, again, you can do this contract, release, this relaxation meditation to help you return to sleep and get some rest. I hope this helps you. Thank you so much for joining me today. Until next time.